This is Central Valley Labels. We've been in business for about 25 years, and our main product is agricultural labels. We have the Phoseon LED lamps on both our P3 and our P4s. Before we had the Phoseon LED lamps, we were spending close to $40,000 to $50,000 a year on our UV bulbs for our 10-inch press. The second Phoseon came in with their LED system, that expense was gone. And it's also healthier for the employees. You're not smelling the fumes and breathing in the particulates that you had with UV bulbs. As you can see, the lamps are on right now. When we were UV, it was issue after issue after issues. Once I saw how fast we were able to run, that became the major selling point. Before, when we were running UV bulbs, we were averaging maybe 15,000 count an hour. Once we got the Phoseon LED lamps in, we've upped that to 25 to 28,000 count an hour. I mean, 600, 750 feet a minute, that's unheard of. We don't have to do a night shift anymore. As a production supervisor, it makes my life so much easier. All of the parts that you will need to fix are in the back of the press. With Phoseon LED, it is one small box, being able to do 20 or 30,000 hours before I have to worry about maintenance or changing out a light. With Phoseon, there's no headache, there's no worry. It's not uncommon that we'll sit there and we'll run 2 to 3 million labels a day on both of our Mark Andy presses. It also cuts down on the amount of heat that you are putting towards your substrate. There's no adjustments that you have to do with the lamps. My ink's drying. That's the key, especially with us, where we're switching from thermal transfer semi-gloss, which is a paper, to a bob. It's very, very easy if you're putting off too much heat that you're gonna burn that substrate. Time saved is money earned, but that's just not the bottom line. It's more of making it an easier environment for our employees to work. Less headaches equals less mistakes, which equals better quality product in the end. And that's what Phoseon LED lamps helps us do, is it helps us get the best quality to our end customers. You have to keep up with the technology. If you don't, you are going to fall way behind the curve. The one thing that I've always been able to count on from day one has been Phoseon LEDs. They sell an excellent product. Reliability is second to none. They set the bar very, very high. It's the one thing when I come into work, it's always gonna turn on and I'm never going to have to worry about it.
Sopano mainly manufactures adhesive labels and printed receipt rolls. We are printing advertisements and coupons on these rolls. Our customers are mainly supermarkets and retailers who represent around 80% of our turnover. The remaining 20% are essentially industries in the food industry, but also cosmetics, hygiene, transportation, any type of industrial activity in general. I am Christophe Pichard. I am the production and technical manager at Sopano. We chose Phoseon's LED solution because in their process there is no chiller, no more ozone extraction system is needed, so there is no more harmful gases released in the atmosphere, high production rate and tighter color rendering, and with a faster curing process. At Sopano, we care about the environment. For our company, it's evident that adopting LED technology on our machines would create savings in terms of power consumption, but also for the ease of maintaining the machines by our operators. The return on investment that we have calculated before investing in this technology is very easy. Energy savings, time saved preparing the machine, And the maintenance of LED lamps allowed us to identify a return on investment of maximum 3 years. We realize today at Sopano that LED brings us both productivity savings, a safer workplace for the operator, but also opens up a field of printing capabilities that are very interesting. Projects such as low migration are today one of these new solutions that Sopano will be able to offer to some of its customers. And I think that year after year, other requests will allow Sopano to continue to distribute products using LED technology. And that is why other machines at Sopano will soon be retrofitted with this technology. Phoseon's LED solution allows us to start the press immediately. The instant on-off of Phoseon LED lamps allows us to earn 20 minutes of production per day and per team. Maintenance is simple, only needing to clean the filter once per week. Thanks to the control system of Phoseon lamps, we can change the power of the lamps while still producing. We immediately identified the possibility of upgrading our printing processes. We had, for example, curing issues on our advertising rolls because of the very special paper used to print these discount coupons. The LED technology clearly showed that we could print even faster than we did before, with much better drying and print quality that today our customers are requesting as our new standard, and that can easily compare to offset technology. Beyond the expected savings with Phoseon LED technology, we realized very quickly that we would be able to extend our range of printable products on this machine. We've been contacted recently by a major stakeholder who is looking for a printer like us for stretch film applications, able to print decors with LED technology and low migration inks, in order to meet the requirements we are facing in Europe, such as the REACH standard and the Nestlé guidelines. So for us, it's a real opportunity to which we will be able to meet. LED is a technology at Sopano which brings us both the savings we expected and is opening up new markets for us.
I am Colin Ellison. I'm a print technician at Focus Label Machinery. We've been a manufacturer of flexographic presses since 1981. We're constantly striving to look in new directions, look at new technologies, which is partly why the partnership now with Phoseon. We've got a proven record in the industry now. We're expanding all of the time, and we're moving constantly into new markets. The benefits for LED curing are fairly obvious. From an OEM point of view, they're very easy to install. There's no ducting required. For most applications, you don't need any sort of water cooling or anything, so it makes it easier for a wider range of substrates. From the customer's point of view, our end users, the obvious benefits are that it's immediately on and immediately off. They're saving an enormous amount of time. It also runs at a lower temperature. It's a lot more energy efficient as well, partly because of the immediate on-off, but also because it just uses less energy to work. We can also offer a wider range of print applications without the need for changing systems and adding a lot of ancillary equipment. But we are doing testing with lots of substrates. There are obvious benefits for printing on unsupported films because the temperature is lower. It will give us the ability to look at markets we've never considered before. The applications we use LED curing for are vast. We do unsupported film, self-adhesive labels, cartons, shrink sleeves. We're looking at using it for casing materials as well, for polyamide casings and so on. The filter, which is normally the thing that in UV systems you need to be maintaining daily, it is so easy to remove from the lamp and to clean. The installation of the lamps is very, very easy. One of the reasons we went with Phoseon is that we could integrate it into systems we already had on our presses. So we can install a lamp on one of our machines in 10 or 15 minutes, and that's a major, major benefit. Moving forward, that's going to be the future for us. We're always looking at new industries to move into. And I think the LED will make us one of the leaders in that field because it makes it easier for us to adapt for those different markets.
My name is Sergio Porras. I am a director of Impresos Gráficos de Chihuahua. We do approximately 300,000 labels a day. We opened business 26 years ago. We print adhesive labels, PVC films, and thermal tags. Previously, we had a system of another brand. Consequently, we have a lot of troubles for curing the inks in that lamps, and we have to lower the speeds for running and printing. Phoseon came, made a diagnosis. The retrofit on the LED UV lamps is easy to complete this process. The first day was planning how they going to install the lamps, and the second day they just install them, and then the last day they just dedicated to train the people how to use the software in the system. Basically, we had many improvements. The improvements have been the speed is higher, less scrap on the process. With this system, blacks cure very well, so we don't have to give more energy to the lamps. You can lower your consumption of the electricity about 80% using the UV LEDs. It costs you a lot of money each time you have to change the inks. In this process, you can leave the inks all night, and you can leave it in weeks, and you just keep working with that ink. You just refill the containers. I think the major benefit is the speed you can print on it. Phoseon lamps adjust to the speed of the press. If you put more speed, the intensity of the lights go up automatically. We don't have to do this as we used to. Based on this, our productivity has increased between 25 and 30%. So it allows me to print more jobs in the same times with the same press. Phoseon has been attracting for us new projects and new clients, especially clients with high quality requirements. We have some projects for aluminum and other films like polyesters and some special materials, so that gives us an advantage against our competitors. Basically, Phoseon LEDs brings quality, brings better definition on images, better speed, better brightness of the inks. I will recommend this system because it allows you to be more competitive, and this is the new technology for growing business and range of new jobs that are coming in this technology. We're happy.